Hi everyone, my name is Ronald Denise and I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for 7th grade Social Studies. In the student-facing video, we will go over the learning activities in Unit 4, Day 1, launching the unit. I will model how to complete the introduction and model slides, and we will cover skills that can be used in lots of different lessons in Social Studies class. Our lesson objective is to analyze the John Gass painting, American Progress, to make inferences about the impact of Manifest Destiny on the United States. The first learning activity that I will take you through is we will analyze this painting, and then we'll complete the thinking about images template on the next slide by jotting down what we see, think, and have questions about the painting. The first step is to state what we notice. I want to emphasize that we are not looking for interpretations at this stage, only what we observe. Think about your observations as something you could actually put your fingers on within the image. First, I'll click the Docs2Teach link here to use the zoom in features to get a closer look at the image. I'll take some time to zoom in on all aspects of the image before stating what I notice. After looking at the image for a few minutes, I'll start to record my noticings. For example, I notice technology including trains and telegraph wires. I notice a woman in the center of this painting who's holding a book. I notice a depiction of Native Americans on the bottom, as well as pioneers. Everyone is facing the same direction. Finally, I notice a contrast between light and dark from right to left. Now I'll take some time to make my thinking visible in my graphic organizer. So now we're going to think about what we think is going on in the image. So I'll take some time and I'll go back to this version here. And we want to, based on what we are seeing and noticing, we want to think about what does this all make us think? What kinds of interpretations can we form based on our observations? And I want us to think about what else is going on in this image and what do you see that makes you say that? For example, thinking about the contrast between light and dark on the right and left, I think this represents the East and West, and that Gass wanted to portray the West as needing new advancements in technology, as well as the progress of the East. So now I'll take some time and I'll make my thinking visible in my graphic organizer under the What I Think column. Finally, I want to ask you what you are wondering about based on what you have seen and been thinking about. The goal here is to think about the broader questions that push us beyond our interpretations and to look at issues and ideas raised by the image. So I'll go back to our painting, American Progress, one more time. And I'm wondering about the following questions. How does this image reflect the idea of expansion? What would be some of the effects of this? What is some of the evidence in the image of these effects? Are they positive or are they negative? And these questions we'll think about throughout this lesson and also throughout this unit. In this new unit, we will be learning about how the United States began to expand and the effects of that expansion. I want you to think about the following questions. It will also be helpful to preview this definition that we will be coming back to a lot this unit. Manifest Destiny. Manifest Destiny was the 19th century belief that it was the fate of America to expand from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. Now you are going to read a passage by John L. O'Sullivan to learn more about this idea of manifest destiny. After you read the passage, complete the thinking about text template, keeping in mind the same skills we went over when we analyzed the John Gass painting, American Progress. After you read the passage, you'll record what you read, what you're thinking about, and questions that you have. At this point in the lesson, it is important for us to review the term manifest destiny. Remember, manifest destiny was the 19th century belief that it was the fate of America to expand from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. What I want you to do now is write or share connections you identify between the term manifest destiny, the painting by John Gass, American Progress, or the John L. O'Sullivan passage. Your final step in this lesson is to write or share predictions about the effect Manifest Destiny would have on the United States. Remember to share predictions about the effect of Manifest Destiny with a classmate or teacher.